of a title. Indiana is desperate for a Game 7.
And we just wanted to protect home court. You know, we didn't want to see these guys celebrate a championship on our home floor.
Facing elimination, the Indiana Pacers with a dominant first half.
We got exactly what we deserve, and we have to own that.
This is a bludgeoning here in Game 6. The magic carpet ride for the Pacers is not over. They'll play for an NBA title on Sunday night.
We have one game for everything we've worked for, and so do they. The better team Sunday will win.
New York! Good morning. How we feeling? It's a feel-good Friday. You've got Stephen A. Smith live in person. Jay Williams, Gilbert Arenas, T-Mac's gonna be here. C-Web, we're kicking off Fanatics Fest at the Javits Center, and we are hyped. Oh, and we have a Game 7.
We do have a Game 7. Could you hold on for a second, please? I thought this was New York City. What's up, everybody? What the hell is up? I ain't get up here to hear y'all timid. I want to hear some noise up in this piece.
Bring that energy, right?
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
All right, Jay
What's
Will,
up?
you're warmed up. Get up. Gil, you caught a flight to be here. We appreciate you. How we feeling, gentlemen?
Feel ready to spar.
Yeah?
Ready to spar.
Oh, because your boys showed up.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, let's get it started.
We've been doing this for a long time.
For a while now,
You
yeah.
know exactly where we're starting. What went down last night? NBA Finals, big blowout at Naptown. The Pacers keep their title hopes alive with a 108-91 Game 6 win, and it wasn't ever close. We now get our first Finals Game 7 since 2016. Here's Tyrese Haliburton after gutting it out with that calf.
I just look at it as, you know, I want to be out there to compete with my brothers. You know, these are guys that I'm willing to go to war with, and we've had such a special year, and we have a special bond as a group. And, you know, I think I beat myself up if I didn't give it a chance, you know, and, you know, I just wanted to be out there and fight, and just had to have an honest conversation with Coach that, you know, if I didn't look like myself and, you know, was hurting the team, like, sit me down. Like, that's obviously I want to be on the floor, but I want to win, you know, more than anything.
Stephen A., Stephen A., Stephen A.
Yeah.
You gave him love last night on halftime.
What do we
I saw
have
it.
to say about Hallie now after last night?
I was very proud of him, to be quite honest with you. And listen, you knew he was going to be out there because it's the finals, and you gotta go out there on one leg. You're gonna try to do it. I didn't expect him to be nearly as effective. I think Britt Carlisle pulled the okie doke on all of us. I mean, he did not look like a dude with a strained calf at all. I'm talking about east, west, north, south, didn't matter. He seemed to be moving like somebody that didn't have that damn injury. Steals, you know, pulling up from damn near the logo, driving to the basket, shooting turnaround jump shots. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? But I got to tell you something right now. To me, even though he was very inspirational, and there's no question about that, he wasn't the biggest story. Obi Toppin coming off the bench, scoring 8 points in that first quarter mattered. T.J. McConnell, he's leading everybody in the NBA Finals with 14 steals. He's just a little Energizer bunny. He's a professional pest. He's on out there and he's making things happen. So I'm looking at it from that standpoint, and I'm saying you've got all of these cats, 8 different dudes had, or rather 6 different dudes had at least 8 points in the first half, and they started out the game down 10-2 and outscored Oklahoma City 88-50 through 3 quarters. It was an annihilation. I did not expect that. I did not anticipate that. But that's what makes this Game 7 special, because it's one thing to get blown out, but to get blown out in a Game 6, I haven't seen anybody lose like that late in an NBA Finals. I think the fact that you got blown out like that makes Game 7 very, very, very compelling.
Just want you to know, for the record, I didn't call you last night. I thought about it. I thought about giving you a call late night like you gave me 2 calls.
But you didn't need to, because his dad rolled up on me after the game.
He did enough for me? He did enough for me?
Yeah, it was fun.
Okay.
It was fun.
Good.
It was fun. Yeah.
So the question is, what does this mean about Hallie? I think this is Hallie spitting in the face of narratives. Whether you want to go to the narrative of a superstar, whether you want to go to the narrative of him being Jaleel White, Whether you want to go to the narrative of him being corny or injured or overrated, this is him literally spitting in the face of it. And people can talk about TJ McConnell, deserves to be spoken about. People can talk about Pascal Siakam making buckets down the stretch, or Obi Toppin, deserves to be spoken about. But he is the engine to this car. He got them going in the second half. And I will also say this, Gil. When it comes down to the wire, right? Max Kellerman used to have this line, if the death beam was focused on the earth and it's the Martians against the U.S.,
right.
If the NBA Finals, the last NBA Finals we've had has come down to a single-digit kind of game. If it comes down to the wire with the body of work, I trust Tyrese Haliburton in those moments more than I trust SGA. That's how I feel about it. I've seen it. Now, SGA is a prolific scorer, but it's just not Tyrese Haliburton. Rick Carlisle and the schemes that they throw at SGA, I think, are drastically different. I think Daigneault is being outcoached. And I think Hallie will be positioned properly down the stretch because of Rick Carlisle more than I trust SGA with Daigneault. That's just my feeling.
I didn't see anything different than I didn't see game 2-4, right? Hallie's been playing decent basketball, right? He hasn't been great. He hasn't been an ick factor. He hasn't been impactful to whether they're winning or losing. You know, they've been getting killed in the first quarter and the third quarter, right? They've been having slow starts. You need your bench squad to come back and help you, get the lead back. So when you say, what did he do? Besides the narrative of he had a calf strain, right? He had a calf strain and he's playing and he hit shots. We're like, oh, man, he's doing something great. He didn't do anything outside of what he has done for game 2, for game 4. Every other game, he's playing decent basketball.
Okay.
If I have to put my money on it, 1, 3, 5, and 7, he's going to be horrible next game.
Would you bet on him over SGA like Jay Will would?
In the stretch.
Hey, he got the 0 on. He got the 0 on. When you got the 0 on, you know what to do. So I will take him. If the game is close, there's a tie game, down 1, the ball is in his hand, I really believe he's going to hit that.
If you're talking about a moment, meaning a last shot, no doubt. We can't deny what we've seen from Tyrese Haliburton. But we ain't going to sit up here talking basketball and compare that brother to SGA. Let's understand who we're talking about here.
Very different.
SGA, the reigning league MVP, a cat that's averaged over 30 the last 3 years, okay? The #1 seed coming into the playoffs back-to-back years, won 68 games in a regular season, averaging 32.7. Everybody and their grandmother looking at him and saying, okay, what you gonna do now? And he said, here's what I'm gonna do. Consistently, okay? And then you down 2-1 in Indiana, all right? And you're down in that game, and over the last 5 minutes, you score 15 in OKC's last 16 points. Collectively, y'all hold Indiana to 1 point. We have not seen a rare moment from Tyrese Haliburton, and the brother's good. He's not a scrub. We're not trying to say that. We just were saying there ain't no superstar. Stop that. Even his daddy couldn't argue with me about that, even though he tried last night. The point is, in the end, what it comes down to is that there's levels to this. So if you're telling me I need a last shot, I got that. If you're telling me it's the fourth quarter, who you going with? Don't you dare think otherwise.
Oh, no.
Don't you dare.
I would go with SGA. All I was saying is...
that's all I'm saying.
All I'm saying is,
okay.
The point, though, is Rick Carlisle, the schemes last night, how they were blitzing him.
Rick Carlisle.
Outside pick and rolls, P&Rs, Gil, they were blitzing him. That big was up.
Let's dive into that. Let's get into the OKC. I want to pull up some numbers for you. I got a full screen here. So OKC stars struggled, obviously, mightily last night. As we've alluded to, as SGA